Hello everyone! Sorry that took a little bit longer than expected. You can blame me. Most things that go wrong at the Academy are usually my fault.
Always blame Amanda.
Yes, that's... If we have one takeaway from tonight's events, it can be always blame Amanda. But yeah, before we even get started, I wanted to do just a quick shout out to say I don't know if the emotes are live yet. I see most of them are. Oh, they are live. Awesome. So if you are subscribed to us, these are 4 cool new emotes that we just had made, and I love them. I'm still debating which one is my favorite. It keeps going back and forth, but I think it's the Umbreon, the Tilt Umbreon with its little pointy fangs.
These are really cool.
Oh,
I need them.
you need them all.
I need them all.
So very cool. So yes, we are here with the...
They're live.
We are live. They are live. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So yeah, with ThoTechtical, as I'm sure most of you know, runs not a prismatic, a flash tournament every Friday of different themes. And last week was the Commander Cup. So,
Yep.
You want to tell a little bit about it? How'd you do? We're always waiting to have one of your own actual wins on here, but we haven't seemed to have it yet.
Yeah. I mean, what can I say? I was running something pretty spicy this week. I was running the only Rhyperior in the tournament, actually, and I think Rhyperior has a lot of play in this meta. It's like a very good steel answer, which some of the commanders have that property. Of course, you have Bronzong with Steelix and Empoleon, which Rhyperior has play against, though Empoleon is kind of tough. And then it also hard walls Marowak and can beat Munchlax, which is very, very common. So yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the highest used commander is Munchlax, so...
Definitely.
Interesting.
And Rhyperior is a very good coverage overall, but I was running it with Roserade and Toxicroak and Powder Snow Ninetales. So I was getting destroyed by Frostlass and Charm Alolan Ninetales. So I went 5-2, still pretty good. I really enjoyed this meta though, but next time I'm bringing better Frostlass and Charm answers, that's for sure.
Vodka Vibe says that the reason we haven't shown you yet is because you're a noob.
Oh, it's true. I am very washed. But one day, all right, next month. You know, next month it's gonna be the same meta as it's gonna be for regionals, I think, because June should be regionals month, and I'm gonna be preparing hard for that meta. So
we're gonna see you in regionals, for sure.
Yes.
Right?
Incoming sweep from Zoltan.
Yes, that's the plan. Save it for last.
That's like when the Nut was sending me messages. He's like, "Hey, are you gonna feature my sweep?" I'm like, "It's like the last day of the month." He's like, "Yeah, but I'm the only trainer that swept a." I don't even report. I was like, "Oh, I don't even consider you a trainer."
Yeah. All right. That's pretty good.
And Frostlass, like usual, if you give him some givers, energy is deadly.
It is.
So much. Yeah, but we have one of the winners, right? Of the practice cup. Is it Kreasor or Kreasor? Because the Europeans, we want to pronounce it very fancy over here, but as an American myself, I'm like, I think it's just Kreasor.
It's just Kreasor. It's actually, my first name is Kyle, my last name is Kreasor. And so when I first started Pokemon, I just put, my usual username, which is Kreasor.
Nice.
Nothing too fancy.
Cool.
Oh, okay. Majin's saying that we're having a little trouble hearing you, Sergio.
Yeah, but that should work fine now, no?
Yeah, I'll boost it a little bit just in case. But yeah, I'm going to show the team real quick. If you kind of want to talk through, I know that Kyle, you said you have a team building video that you have put out where you kind of discuss this process. But could you give us a little too long didn't read?
I'm sharing the team right now in the chat, so people can have a look as well at your YouTube video.
Cool, thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, the original plan was I actually recorded myself building this team, and I was gonna do like a YouTube video, like part 1, and then do the tournament, and then kind of depending how I did, do like a part 2. I actually did pretty well. I went 6-1, And so Tho was nice enough to reach out and say, hey, we want to feature you in the academy. And I was like, perfect, I'd rather be over here and actually get some views. And then maybe do like a shout out to my part 1 video. So that's where, if you want to watch me like build the team, like my thought process and like what I use, the videos over there. But so, yeah, my commander is Alolan Marowak, right? And I looked at PvPoke and I saw the top pick was Munchlax, so I'm like, okay, people that are going to look at this are going to probably like think, let's pick Escavalier to counter Munchlax. Let me go one deeper and I'll pick Alolan Marowak. But I actually didn't see one Escavalier the entire tournament, so it didn't really work out too well. Yeah, but I actually really like Fire is like really rare in this cup, and it's like a pretty impressive move. And you got really good coverage as well as like you can hit back on like your pretty much like your hardest counter, which is like Jellicent and even like the Alolan Luck, you can hit back hard. So it's actually pretty underrated, I think. And then, so just like next down the line, I'm like, I have to choose a water counter, which Lanturns is like a really, really strong coverage for water and like pulling walls and pulling on. And then like Muck is going to give you good coverage against like Munchlax and Jellicent as well. Hypno is just really strong generalist. You gotta bring Hypno because there's going to be so many Toxic Approach, right?
Yeah, which you didn't bring, I noticed, so you're also doing a little Inception there as well.
I don't like how you just get totally annihilated by Hypno. If you have a Toxic Approach, you're just like always worried, like, where's the Hypno? Where's the Hypno? You know what I mean? So I actually built it like 2 minutes before the cup. Actually, I didn't even finish building it, and you'll see in game 2 I forgot to change its moves. So
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no!
But it actually performed pretty well, so that was my fighter with Sudowoodo. I actually have Thunder Punch on Hypno just for like more water coverage. And then my MVP for sure was Charm Alolan Ninetales. This is Charm Ninetales, just because I kind of looked at the meta, I was like, okay, there's not going to be very much Steel or Fire. And then the poisons are going to be a lot of like, Dark Poison or Fighting Poison. So you could really charm down a lot of things, especially in the 2 shield. It has like crazy wins. You don't think it does. So it was definitely like a really good, strong pick.
And most of the steel types and like grass poisons that are available are quite squishy as well. So
yeah, and then the grass poisons, if you can like somehow get to like a weather ball, it's gonna do a bunch of damage, right?
Yeah, definitely.
If you can somehow get to one, since Charm takes so long.
Well, yeah, actually, you'll see coming up. I actually was able to somehow. He overfarmed really, and I was able to get to a weather ball, so they have to shield. So it was kind of crazy.
And both Roserade and Venusaur, they really don't want to see a Hypno as well. So
Yeah.
let's say that it's preventing people, given the prevalence of Hypno in this cup, to bring those kind of mons. I think in their team of 6.
I think especially in the first game, no one's gonna bring Venusaur against him.
Yeah, especially not knowing if it's a Charm or if it's a Powder Snow, Alolan
Exactly.
Ninetales too.
Well, I guess you'll see what happens. But, yeah.
Oh.
All right. Well, speaking
Alright.
of, then let's then look at you against your first opponent here, Green BV. And so, yep, there's like you said, every team has a Hypno. There it is, but not as threatening to your team. In fact, you have some pretty
really
good
not
Hypno counters.
threatening. Yeah, and he made a mistake, and he just didn't know. He had a Shadow Hypno, which is he didn't know. This is practice, right? And so it's everyone's kind of just practicing. Everyone's not really playing their best either, because they're like, okay, I want to see if I can tank this, you know?
Right.
That type of thing. But it's still a lot of fun. It was 7 rounds, which is kind of crazy for a practice tournament.
Yeah, that's insane. Like,
Nice.
your tournaments are getting so huge, Thomas.
Yeah, everyone wants to practice, especially in this kind of meta where it's very tough to build a solid team. I think everyone wanted to just try stuff out, which is very cool to see.
Yeah. So yeah, for this lineup, as long as I can get like kind of the Venusaur out of the way, Charm Ninetales is really good. My
Nice.
Marowak looks okay as long as it's like not matched up against the Jellicent or Alolan Luck. and I think Lantern has a lot of play too, as long as it's not matched up versus the Venusaur. But I feel like I kind of need the Lantern to counter the Jellicent.
Indeed.
Yeah. What do you think about Alolan Muck here? Do you ever think about bring Alolan Muck here, or just too scared of the Toxicroak?
Yeah, I mean, I liked it a lot. I guess we'll kind of see how it plays out. I won't want to spoil anything, but I was really eager to see how Marowak works. You know, kind of see why I maybe didn't do so well at first. But, you know, because you build the team like, okay, I want to try and see how this works out.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, now the suspense is killing me, so we're
Yeah,
gonna.
let's just go into it.
Okay.
Okay, we are up to it, Thomas.
Oh, all right. All right. Well, I think he's gonna bring Marowak. I mean, he just told us, right? So let's see.
Yeah,
It is the Marowak lead. Ooh, with the Jellicent, not that great.
It's not a good lead, especially if the Jellicent is running bubble, but it's an ex-Jellicent.
In comes the Ninetales. Oh, he does bring Venusaur, which I think is quite interesting because if this was a Powder Stone Ninetales, Kreasor of course has 4 answers, but Ben does bring the Venusaur right there. Shields up the Weather Ball. That is quite good.
Exactly, and let's see. But the Venusaur right now is packing a lot of energy, and Kreasor deciding to let go the Alolan Ninetales, probably to farm down Crazy with the Marowak.
Yeah, and this is really good. He also has the Lantern in the back. And with this Venusaur out of the way, the Lantern in the back is going to do really well. Thanks to First Frenzy, just goes for the farm down. Ooh, another one though.
Yeah, he's going to take another Frenzy. He's going to put the Marowak in the red, but now he's going to have some nice energy. Shadow Bomb coming for the Jellicent. Really grab a shield here.
I mean, this won't KO. It's not necessary to shield where their opponent doesn't shield. In comes the Lantern. In comes the Toxicroak. This is gonna be tough, but Kreasor is at a shield advantage right there. So let's see how he plays this out.
And the Toxin kind of needs to shield every move from the Lantern here. Building up to 2 Mud Bombs, I assume.
Yeah, he might get to the second. It's gonna be very close if he gets to the second one or not. Ooh, he does get that 1 HP. Lantern is building up a bunch of energy though, but it's gonna have to throw two Thunderbolts at the Jelly. It's gonna be quite close.
Yeah, this Thunderbolt is going to grab the last shield from the opponent.
Definitely.
And now it's going to be a race to the Shadow Ball here.
Ooh!
Catching the move, beautiful.
I think it's just a Bubble Beam, so... Ooh! Oh, this is Shadow Ball. He did catch it. That is very nice. And he farms it down. Alright. Good job.
Very nicely played, and he really going from a bad lead, from a bad counter switch, to find a win con that's really well played by Kreasor.
Exactly. I think luring out the Venusaur with the Ninetales and then farming down with Marowak was a really good play. Because Marowak with energy against his opposing team is just so strong. So that's some good recognition by Kreasor right there.
Yeah, and I think do you think his opponent called the Charm Ninetales to bring the Venusaur here?
I think he might have. If he called Powder Snow, I don't think he would have brought the Venusaur. So yes, I think so.
Or maybe he was bringing. I think maybe he was bringing as well 2 answers for the Lantern with the Venusaur, Toxicroak to protect the Jellicent. Might have been a thought process.
Jelly Venusaur core is quite strong against Kreasor's team, I think. So yeah,
let's
anyway,
find out.
Game 2?
Yeah, game 2.
I think Kreasor will probably bring a similar line because he came back from a bad lead. Same lead again. Marowak versus Jelly. In comes the Charm Ninetales once again.
Yeah,
Quicker swap from the opponent this time. Gonna get to the Slush Bomb? Yep.
Yeah, so no shield here.
This will KO.
Oh,
barely doesn't KO. But I don't think the Weather Ball KOs.
No, but this is going to be huge. Ooh.
He gets way less farm now.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is unfortunate.
Coming
2
with
Fire
Marowak.
Spins.
And here comes the jelly, probably going to go for the bait here. Yes.
Ooh, interesting. Does the opponent shoot this? Oh, he does! Very good bait. In comes a lantern. It's a Toxic Rogue once again. Both just going with the same line. I like it. Yeah, gonna have to
shielding the mud bomb and probably farming a bit more and threatening the last shield from the opponent. Oh, he's going for the pump this time.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense because last time the Thunderbolt didn't do enough to kill it before the second mud bomb. So now she's gonna go for the Hydro, grab the shield right there. He's gonna have to shoot this up though. He wants, or he can just go farm up with Marowak, I guess. He is gonna go farm up with Marowak.
He's going to farm with Marowak here.
Ooh, has to take the mud bomb. That is tough. That is very, very tough. No shield set, brings it into the red. Has to go for a mud bomb. Oh yeah, I already CP tied. Oh, the undercharge. Oh, but the opponent can swap out. That is very, very rough.
Unfortunate. And yeah, this game is over, unfortunately. Even if he calls the Shadow Ball here, the opponent is going to reveal the second move, which is back to Shadow Ball.
I think he's not running Bubble Beam because he's not throw. If he had Bubble Beam, he would definitely throw Bubble Beam right there. So that's some good information for Kreasor. He knows that if the jelly throws a move, it's for sure a nuke, which helps with the shooting decisions.
So we have directly for round 1 a decisive game 3. It's going to be interesting. Do you think Kreasor is going to change his lineup to adapt a bit to his opponent?
If I was Kreasor, I would probably run the same team again. I think there were some optimizations to be made in the second game, so I think he can probably, if he runs in the same line again, he can probably beat it. So I would say just run it again and play a little better, and you'll win the game.
Yep, let's find out. Oh, and this time he goes with Alolan and Muck in the lead and facing the Shadow Hypno.
Oh man,
Oof.
that is painful as the opponent. Swaps in Foxstroke, in comes Hypno.
Yeah, this is RPS City. And just for the record, we saw Shadow Hypno to remind you that shadows are not allowed in this cup, but as it's a practice, let's say it's less important.
Yeah, I know from the opponent that he switched his Shadow out for a regular Hypno in the next round, so it was not that big of a deal. Alright, let's just Hypno go, and now we can realign the Muck with the Hypno. What would be in the back? Oh, it might be the Jelly in the back, since he's staying in right there.
And with the shielding this Fire Punch,
oh wow!
Venusaur, it's very good read here by Kreasor, and basically this game is in the pocket at this stage.
Definitely. Called the line perfectly, I guess. Yeah, opponent knows it's over. Just gonna stop tapping.
Exactly. And this Shadow Ball is going to KO him, and here comes the Hypno. And one Shadow Ball is going to should be enough as well to KO the Shadow Hypno.
Yeah, Kreasor. I think Kreasor built this line to counter the previous line his opponent ran, the Jellicent Toxicroak Venusaur core, but didn't end up facing that line, but ended up hard countering anyway.
Yeah.
GG.
So
Well played.
Good read in this last game from that Kreasor.
Definitely.
And watching those battles, Lantern is not as hard to counter to Toxicroak as I want it to be. Like, you feel like you want to have Lantern for the bulk, but like 2 Mud Bombs just really do a lot of damage with the counter build up as well.
Yeah, no, it's scary for sure. That'd be scary.
But I think that if you are still building your team, if your only Lantern counter is Toxicroak, that could be a problem for your team, because Lantern is bulky and Toxicroak cannot tank Hydro Pump.
Honestly, I
yeah.
think the bulk kind of held Lantern back in that second game or that first game because the Toxstroke ended up surviving with 1 HP. If the Lantern would have had a little more attack, you would not have had to shoot that move, right?
Indeed, I think that's true. Speaking of surviving with 1 HP, I have to ask, did you know that you were going to survive that Sludge Bomb on the Alolan Ninetales to get off that Weather Ball?
I didn't. And I don't know if you undercharge or just good IVs, but yeah, I did not know I was going to survive. But that's why you practice, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hopefully it works for you in a real tournament, yeah. Alright, let's move on to your team against your second opponent here. Marcos Boom.
Credilli.
Yeah, I like Credilli in this
problem.
cup.
Credilli was a problem because I didn't really have like a super hard counter to it. No. Because my fighter is like weak to it as well. And then Marowak can get hit hard with Stone Edge. And like my best counter is really Alolan Luck. It's kind of just like a beautiful matchup.
Yeah.
And then you have Charm actually does pretty well against it too, but it's gonna get hit hard with Stone Edge as well.
I feel like that Marcos will probably use the Credilli as a safe swap because, like we notice energy advantage on the Credilli, especially no one wants to take any of those charge moves that it throws, and so getting 1 or 2 bullet seeds advantages is going to be really key, I think.
Yeah, exactly, for sure.
Any thoughts before we go into the battles?
Charm Ninetales just chunks. You can probably just lead the Ninetales, guarantee switch advantage, align them up with the Credilli and whatever else with what's in the back, and you win the game.
Exactly. You'll see what happens, but I won't spoil it for you. But this is the game where I find out that I have the wrong moveset on Sudowoodo.
Oh yeah. We will reiterate, during actual like Silph Cups you are not allowed to change your moves during, but this is just a practice cup that we're showing.
I brought it in and I didn't bring it in the rest of the time because that'd be unfair, right? So but then I was like, this is a real disadvantage because like that was kind of my whole main counter to this.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You basically did this entire tournament with 5 mods, so you still won it. That's pretty crazy.
Maybe this is the round he lost, like you said. He's not going to spoil it.
True.
But to be fair, I just set up this fancy Nightbot after everyone gave me crap about how dumb I am, and so if I type in bracket, you can actually get a sneak peek and see how Kreasor does ahead of time. But if you want to stay spoiler free, just stick with us in this chat. Darny, thank you so much for the raid. We have a raid of 25 coming in from that darn guy, climbing to legend.
Thanks a lot for the raid.
Yeah, I hope you made legend on this stream, or it's gonna happen real soon for you. I saw that you were really close. But yeah, so you guys came in at just the right time because we're about to go into round 2. And it's me and Kyle here. All right. Let's kick it off.
Yeah, up against Marcos, and that leads to the Widow versus Credilli, and this is where I find out, oh, it's not counter.
That's so rough, yeah.
I know, so I still try to just do my best, and I'm like, but I really don't know what to do here. He's gonna like do so much damage with this grass knot, so I shield it up.
Yeah, and your backline isn't great against it either, but at the same point, you're at least hoping to grab some shields here. And yeah, I don't think that you want to take a Stone Edge on anything in the back. Not even that it would be so effective on the Hypno, it's just a big move.
Yeah.
Oh, and you're hard countered here.
Hard countered for sure. And even if I did win, I wouldn't take it because like, I had the wrong Pokemon. So, yeah.
And I see that you're running a Thunder Punch on it, which, if you look at PV Poke, they're recommending that you're running Fire Punch. What is your thought process why you're running Thunder Punch on the Hypno here?
Yeah, just because with Marowak I wanted more of, I have a fire pressure already with Marowak, right? So I just want more water coverage.
That makes sense. So yeah, you got lucky here that he's throwing. I assumed he was going to farm you down.
Yeah.
But unfortunately for you, yeah, his now has alignment again because that Credilli is just strong. The immediate swap out, gonna catch this move, but are you just hoping it's a grass knot?
Yeah, I'm praying. There we go. And that was pretty big. But and you'll see here just like how much charm does, right? I'll show
Yeah.
this up.
Even just one shield, but you will definitely at least get to a weather ball. I assume you're gonna go for the Psyshock here, make him shield or regret it.
It's not worth the bait, right? It's definitely not worth it.
So you did properly get the bait, and I assume that he'll have to throw, because look, yeah, you're absolutely right. Those charms are chunking you. Man, okay. So it'll still be close. I think if you actually had counter on the Sudowoodo, it would have been
It would have made a
even,
big difference.
yeah.
Yeah.
But-
But you'll see he'll get to the grass knot here.
Oh, that's unfortunate. And that's definitely enough to take out the Sudowoodo.
Oh yeah. So a good game. I'll have to readjust. I can't bring it to the Widow anymore.
Yeah, and also, if you didn't realize before, you definitely realize now that the Cordelia is strong. What is your plan? How are you trying to counter it now? I assume you're just bringing in now things that can counter it or kind of play well
so
against it overall?
I definitely have to bring Ninetales. I'll probably bring the Hypno. And then either the Muck or the Lantern. I could bring the Marowak, but I'm still afraid of like Jellicent. So, we'll see.
All right.
Yeah, there we go.
So-
Bring lead Charm Ninetales. So this is pretty good. Just have to watch out for the Stone Edge.
Yep. But as we were kind of discussing earlier, yeah, the Charm user with 2 shields on its side is really good to have in this cup. I thought that you weren't going to
Yeah.
shield that. That kind of made me
He baited
nervous,
me
but
with
he
the
baited
grass
you.
knot.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
you're hitting
so
back
I'll
with
go
this
for
weather ball.
So I think he swap out here just because I don't want to hit by Stone Edge.
And this is good, yeah. So the Muck will completely absorb a lot of this energy here.
Yep.
And let's see what he's going to bring in. Okay. Lantern is a decent response to Muck, but fortunately you got a nice energy advantage, so you're throwing the Sludge
Yeah.
Wave right away.
It's pretty neutral actually, and in the no shields, Aimlock wins because it just gets to its moves faster. Aimlock is really strong. He didn't obviously have the Toxic Grip, so he would have brought it in. That's pretty big.
So shields up, CMP tie there, it looks like. So
Yeah, that was pretty big. That was CMP tie because he could have definitely just gone a lot more far. But I have a healthy Hypno. I have a really healthy Ninetales too, so this is looking pretty good.
indeed. And even if this is a Hydro Pump, you're going to tank it. Yep, because you need that shield for the Charmer.
Yeah, exactly. So he brings in the Muck. I feel like on the front here.
Yeah. I mean, if I was you, I'd still be pretty nervous.
Yeah, and you'll actually see I kind of do a pretty big misplay here. You'll watch. I'm thinking it's a grass knot, so I'm not healing. Boom.
Oh man.
Takes me out. I should have definitely shielded.
Okay.
He had so much health.
You had so much health, and now you have the worst counter. How do you win this game?
You'll see. It's very, very.
Or do you win this game? I guess that's the thing.
Yeah, well, I have to because he won the first one, right? So I'm able to get to this Thunder Punch to the last second, less than CMP time.
Wow,
Maybe he was
okay.
just trying to throw me down. I don't know. I don't know what he was trying to do.
Yeah, I guess that you had a shield left. Maybe he was worried that an extra confusion or something would go through when he threw, but wow. I did not expect, if you would have shown me that screenshot near the end, I would have been like, oh yeah, that game is definitely going to Marco.
Yeah, no, I got very lucky there, for sure.
Indeed. Okay. So he's definitely sticking with this Cordelia lead. It's obviously not the thing he wants.
And I really just don't really know what to do. I have like no real hard check for Lantern, so I'm just gonna throw this foul play, and I'll probably dip into my own Lantern. So I'll take this Thunderbolt. So he goes to Thunderbolt. I'm gonna go into my Lantern and just race to the Thunderbolt. Hopefully get there before him. CMP tie. So I
Nice.
get there with pretty good. So we'll see if he shields this or not. We'll take him out for sure.
Yeah. And then the goal, I suppose, are you just going to sacrifice to the Cordelia?
Yeah, probably. I'll try to. I might shield this and get to the. But I'll survive. I'm pretty sure I survived this.
Oh, yeah,
I
nice.
Yeah. it's really bulky. So I'm just gonna threaten with this.
And going for the pump.
Yeah, there's no real sense to lap 8. He's gonna take me out.
Yep. So it properly shields that up. Yep, and takes you out with a bullet seed.
So,
But at least you have 2 shields, and as we've figured out, yeah, the Alolan Ninetales does decent against that, but you're bringing back in the muck.
yeah, I'm just gonna absorb this energy and just 2 shield Ninetales and just kind of charm all the way down, right? See how it does.
Alright.
So that's the plan.
For science.
Worst nightmare. This is like everyone's worst nightmare. 2 shielded charmer, right? So you throw the grass mat, which is smart. But charm is still chunks. And
Yes.
You don't see this. Yeah. So I'm gonna throw the weather ball
Weather
here.
ball. And he shields it up, okay. But yep, you'll definitely be able to make it to another.
Well, I actually kind of do a misplay here. I think I probably should have tried the charm down. I shield up the sludge wave, which is huge. I don't think he would have made it to another sludge wave, so I probably should have charmed down.
That's true, but that is really risky. It's hard to count with the snarls since they generate energy pretty fast.
Yeah. So he's almost at a move here. I swap.
Wow, you are on point with all these sack swaps tonight.
Yeah. But it's kind of just intuition. I wasn't really counting because I think he was farming over as well. But, yeah, it's a very nice swap, and I was able to catch it, and that was GG's.
Wow.
So I was able to come back, which is pretty.
That's
pretty
yes.
exciting.
Especially from that game 2 loss. That was really coming back. What did you guys think when you were watching it? Did you think he was going to win that second game just by looking at the leftover?
Nope. That was really good. That was really good. And that sack
Also,
at the end.
2 games, 2-6 sack swaps. So I'm
Yeah. One per game. He apparently has to do this to show off to all of his opponents his wonderful intuition. And Emrys, thank you for redeeming. Say hello. Hello, Emrys. Or bonsoir. From France, right?
Oh.
I'm getting
Hello.
better and better. Soon, Sergio won't be able to have conversations in French without me because I'm going to understand everything he says.
I'm looking forward.
So on to the third cup and also, or third round, and a new commander as well, Noctowl, which is a hard wall to your commander.
Yeah, which is pretty interesting. I was really hoping to see an S-Scout, but I still haven't seen one yet. But I actually brought some pretty good counters to Noctowl. I have Lantern, Hypno with Thunder Punch does well, and even like a Charm Ninetales does well.
Yeah,
So I
Sudowoodo
wasn't
will
too
have
worried about it.
Sudowoodo will have been as well a great counter to the Noctowl.
Yeah, no, actually that's actually a really good counter.
Sudowoodo with counter is a great counter.
I mean, Rock Throw is even better.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
All right, so what is your thought? What are some things that you're noticing about the team, or how you think you'll play this one out?
After like that second game, I'm like, oh my gosh, Charm Ninetales is OP. Let me see if I can just kind of get a strategy to like maybe draw out the Roserade, and I can just charm everything down again.
Yeah.
But so I'll probably definitely bring Ninetales and just kind of hopefully I can avoid the Roserade. I don't think he's gonna bring it game 1 because you're not gonna be expecting it. Because if you look at my team, if you think it's ice, powder snow, you're probably not gonna bring the Roserade.
Definitely
So,
not.
Right.
Yeah.
Just because you got, and then the Marowak as well. So that's probably my plan.
All right, well, let's see how you execute it.
Hey.
Alright. Hey.
There.
Perfect.
Yeah, that Ninetales is just looking so strong.
It is looking really good. So
Not
Muck
elite,
and
I
the
like
Toxic
that.
Croak, this is not good.
Ooh.
I got
Nope,
it out.
nope. Yeah, Ninetales safe swaps makes a lot of sense. Even if he brought in the Roserade right there, like I think you just charm down into shield.
Exactly. So I can win this. I know I can win this if I just charm down. So this is looking pretty good. And then I can line up my Hypno with the Toxic Croak.
Yes, this is exactly what you were saying in the beginning. Toxic Croak always has to fear the Hypno, and Well, you brought it.
Yeah, so I'm actually feeling pretty confident in this game. Even if I go down shields, the Hypno is just such a wall to Toxic.
Yeah, you probably just shoot this up again. And you have Weather Ball stored.
Yeah, exactly.
So whatever's coming in, it's gonna have to take some energy.
Yeah, I have so much health still too, right? So I'm just gonna be able to charm as well. Charm.
Yeah.
If he doesn't bring the Rosary, which he would have brought, like I know I can just charm down and just do a bunch of damage.
Yeah, use the shield also. He's gonna have to spend energy if he wants. Oh my god, he gets another. These side shocks, they come deceptively fast.
They do.
It's crazy. It is crazy. Oh man, it brings it into the red. Oh, CMP tie. That is very unfortunate for your opponent.
Yeah, this was not looking good.
No.
So.
Yeah, here comes Hypno. Yeah, this is 2 confusions and it's 3 confusions. Gotta be dead.
Yeah. Exactly.
Easily tank the sludge bomb. Yeah.
I'm
Lands are
kind
still
of
in the back.
nervous a little bit. I probably shouldn't have gone the Thunder Punch here because I shouldn't like reveal that information.
Oh yeah, yeah, you were holding off and throwing at us. I was wondering why you weren't pressing it immediately, but that makes sense. You could have
Yeah, but then I was worried
not
like.
revealed it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just
Makes sense. Makes sense. That would have been a great threat though, just to not reveal it, but yeah, you kind of do wanna win the game, I guess.
Yeah. So now he's definitely going to probably bring the Rose Raid now that he charmed. So
Yeah, for sure.
I make the mistake here of not thinking that, and I just bring the same lineup. So we'll see.
Lantern Lead is not bad though. It's not
No, it's
bad.
definitely not bad.
So if you win the switch advantage and this Rose Raid in the back, you can still get to the Marowak, but I think it's a pretty close matchup, right?
Yeah, it's kind of IV dependent, really. But with Thunder Punch, it does help, for sure.
Definitely, definitely.
Because if you just go straight Shadow Ball, I actually think Lantern wins. So he throws the Hydro Bomb.
That does a lot of damage. Oh, go for a Shadow Ball. I like that because this would KO.
Yeah, this will take it out. So
Ooh, let's it go. That is quite nice. Here comes the opposing Hypno. This is quite tough for you because if it's Fire Punch, Shadow Ball, like PvPoke usually recommends, both your ones in the backline are gonna struggle.
exactly. But then also, I should have realized that he needed to bring a counter to my Charm Ninetales. So I probably still should have brought Ninetales into this. But I end up choosing Marowak, and we'll see what's in the back. So this is
Makes
okay.
sense. You might have been
Yeah.
expecting like the Alolan Muck or something, I guess. Which would also make sense with this line, or the Noctowl. Like the only thing on this team that would give trouble to your Ninetales would be the Roserade.
Yeah, but you have to expect him to bring it, right? Because you just saw how much damage it did during last game. So that was kind of my fault.
Probably.
Yeah, so but we'll still play it out here. I swap in,
Ooh.
try to catch a move.
I like this. I like this. I think even if it's Roserade, you still have some play. That's a good catch. Maybe you still get to the Weather Ball.
No, it's just so spammy.
Ooh, gets there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very glassy as well. There's 5 charms. You already almost brought it in half health. Oh, it takes you out. Don't get the fire spin through right there. It's gonna hurt. Is this Leaf Storm? Oh, wow. Alright, that is way more than I was expecting.
Yeah, me too.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, and I still can't even fire spin down, so.
No. Wow, Roserade is dangerous. Oh, nice lag. Alright, there we go. Takes you out finally. Yeah, scary. Scary.
Yeah.
So now you're probably gonna adapt to the Roserade.
Yes, exactly. So I think I'm gonna bring like 3 hard counters to Roserade. I think I bring like the Muck, the Hypno, and the Marowak.
I like that. I like that a lot. Just completely make it useless. Oh, the Lantern.
Oh, Just kidding. I have Lantern. So-
I mean, makes sense because you're not expecting to lead, I guess.
Yeah. So
This
is
matchup-
pretty neutral. Yeah, it's pretty neutral. But Muck wins this in the 0 shield.
Yeah, I did not know that, but in the tournament I was playing Muck, and I had my Muck versus a Lantern in the 0 shield, and I thought the game was over, but somehow I won that. It's not that bad for Muck.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
This is bad for the Hypno though.
Yeah, so he brings in Hypno, I just hard counter it with a Muck, so this is looking pretty good.
Really,
And I'm
really.
expecting the Rose Raid in the back, so this is pretty solid. I'm just gonna snarl this all the way down.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, Fire Punch and Thunder Punch Hypno is also quite interesting. Most have Shadow Balls in this meta, but they can really pack everything. Dodging the Muck.
This will actually do pretty good without it.
Yeah. Ooh, almost takes it out. Whoa, whoa, 1 HP. Oh man, I think your opponent might be expecting the Ninetales in the back again, so if it is the Rose Raid, probably hoping to sweep, but it's gonna be tough. Yeah, game over. Game over.
So that was just good team alignment there.
I wanna see a Leaf Storm hit.
No, you don't. It's still chunks.
Yeah. I can imagine. That will do so much damage. Alright, good game.
Yeah.
Oh, he still
good
has
games.
1 back. Yeah, that's over. GG. Yeah, good call on the Rose Raid. I had the same problem. My best Charm answer was Rose Raid. And when they have Charm, they just bring Rose Raid answers and you're just screwed.
Yeah.
You're just screwed.
Man, bringing also an Elemental Punch Hypno is pretty ballsy because, like you said earlier, almost everyone on their team has a Hypno. So you're definitely going to
Yeah.
lose those mirrors, but like Darius Pent says, who wants to win the Hypno mirror anyway?
True, true. I mean, he does have a Alolan Muck to hard counter it, so I guess he thought he didn't need the extra coverage.
I did think, I was like, oh man, that guy is really playing the bait games, you know, when the 2 Thunder Punches in a row.
Yeah, and I kind of realized, I was like, dude, he probably doesn't have Shadow Ball. I probably shouldn't have shielded any of those.
Yeah, you had 2 shields on yours and they both went down to Thunder Punch. I would be like,
Yeah, so actually, I could have maybe won that second game if I just didn't shield.
yeah, but it's hard to, it's such a guessing game at the beginning when no moves have been revealed yet, so I think most people would have done the same.
Definitely.
So now we're on to round 4. That's you 34 with the
Yes.
good
So it's
Hypno
got
counter
the-
there.
Yeah, this is my first Munchlax team I'm facing against. So it's kind of scary, but I have the counters to it. And Charm Ninetales still chunks against this team. So
Charm Ninetales destroys once again.
Wow, yeah.
So that's like definitely like my plan. I was like, okay, probably 2 shield Ninetales or a safe swap Ninetales or even lead Ninetales. I'll be okay. So
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and your opponent teams looks really like a standard team for this cup. I mean, like.
it does, yeah.
Yeah, this is basically
is
my
the-
team, except I don't run a lantern.
This is the meta.
Yeah, exactly. That's the meta team. Yeah, maybe not the lantern. What's your choice, Amanda, so that we can have the perfect meta team?
Yeah. It's a Alolan Ninetales. I'm running a double ice team since there is a lack of fire and steel. But I haven't ran any yet. I haven't entered any tournaments, so I could change my mind. This could all just be a big mind game for everyone watching the stream.
Well, I am for sure preparing for double ice.
Yeah, I think it's a good strategy for this cup, especially when one of your ice is Alolan Ninetales that could potentially be running Charm. So,
Yeah.
all right, let's jump into it.
All right.
Let's find out how you did in this round, 4th round then.
Yeah, 4th round. So he's undefeated as well. So we're getting to like the top of the bracket here. So
Yeah, and it's let's say a very neutral lead for you. And it's a shiny Alolan Muck. So going straight foul play, Garpo, sorry here, and okay, let's see. You are going for the Thunderbolt.
Yeah, throw the Thunderbolt first, see if he wants to shield. He
No
doesn't.
shield on his side, and he's reaching another Dark Pulse here.
Yeah, so this will take me out, but or be very close to at least.
Yeah, and he's aggressively sniping you with the Toxic Rope, but
Yeah,
he's
but I
switched
don't really
like-
mind this. Yeah, because I'm just gonna
Yeah.
just annihilate this thing with confusion.
Yeah. That was an aggressive play by himself, but at the same time he decided to switch slot into your Hypno potentially.
Exactly.
And this other punch is going to hurt.
It is. And I'm just gonna charm, get ahead on energy, and just charm down.
Yeah, and this time you gave him the other side by sniping his Alolan back.
Exactly.
And now a 2-shield charmer in the back. Even if it's munchlacked, it's a tanky mon, but it's going to be rough for your opponent at this stage.
Yeah, exactly. Because I can take probably two
Yeah.
body slams anyways. So.
And you still have the Hypno as well in the back. It's not a favorable matchup, but the confusion still hurts the
Yeah, one thing I learned from Prismatic Cup too is Hypno, its confusion is actually do a pretty good chunk even to like Munchlax. So
Yeah,
it's really not
definitely.
too bad. It's not too bad. It's still pretty, like Link is just so oppressive, but you can definitely confusion down. Okay, so take game one there. Pseudo Wood over Stock Scrocus, not good.
Yeah,
Get
this is
out.
bad lead for you, and you're safe swapping your charm Alolan belt here. And going
Yeah,
straight
but-
to the one.
This was very bad team comp for me, because if you see I have Amok in the back, so really no hard answer
Yeah.
to Toxicroak, so this is not looking good. He has Fire Punch.
No shield here on your side.
I don't shield because the switch doesn't really matter, because if I bring in, whatever I bring in, it's just going to not do well versus the Toxicroak, so I'm already thinking that this game's pretty much a loss.
And going with the Pseudo Udo here. So let's say it's a fairly neutral matchup. Obviously, you don't want to tank your Hydro Pump. Bait you with the Thunderbolt. But same for the Lantern, doesn't want to take your Earthquake. It's your time to go for the bait here with the Rock Slide.
Get the shield.
Yeah, getting the shield.
I still hesitate. I really don't know how to play this out because I know the Toxicroak's in the back, and now shields are
And-
down.
Yeah,
I
and probably
think my
yours-
only play here is if I can send like an Earthquake off on it. So
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was about to say. I think that the play here is to try to Earthquake the Toxic Rope.
yeah, but I didn't build up to it, so I kind of just shot myself in the foot right there. But,
This Mud Bomb is going to hurt. You are going to reach the Sludge Wave here. Even if it's resisted by the Toxic, it's going to do some nice cheap damage.
yeah,
But yeah, unfortunately here, I don't think the Rock Slide kills.
no, it doesn't. But it actually does more damage than I thought, so that was like good knowledge to have.
Yeah.
Oh, it does KO.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, unfortunately the Lantern is going to reach a move here. And the Hydro is going to take you out.
Yeah, that tree does not like water, for sure.
How are you going to adapt for the round 3 then?
I will not bring 3 Pokemon weak to Toxicroak. For sure. That was just, it was a bad team comp. So I'll probably bring the Hypno, have the Ninetales again, and I guess Amok looks pretty good too. So
Yep, let's find out. And this time it's the Charm Ninetales into the Frostlass. So basically those Charm, you can see how they are chunking away Frostlass cells.
Frostlass is very classy, so His powder snows are doing really nothing, but I still have to shield up. But I think my plan is just to double shield, and if he has the Toxicroak, that's okay. Because I can just line up the Hypno.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
You don't need shields.
Here you are, grabbing a shield with the weather ball and charging down. That's huge. I think he shielded because he was very close to a move, but unfortunately he couldn't throw the move. So that's good for you.
Yeah, that was definitely big, for sure.
And this weather ball is going to chunk away the Hypno as well. And now, basically the Charm A9 has done the job, so you can just let it go.
Yep.
And coming back with the Lantern, because Lantern is tanky, this Hypno is carrying Fire Punch, so probably carrying Fire Punch and Shadow Ball, so basically only threatened by the Shadow Ball.
She throws here, so still not over yet.
Yeah. This Thunderbolt is going to take out basically the Hypno obviously, and let's see, and it's the Toxicroak, and this is GG. Yeah. And you got the GBL Rage Quit. Bonus point.
Yeah, exactly. So just good knowledge of what he'd bring in the back.
Oh, the rage quit.
Yeah, it makes you laugh every time.
Yeah, I personally I don't like it in Silph, but
He had a Hypno versus a Toxicroak.
Yeah.
It was over. Oh, you hate to see it. This was a good call on the line, though. But
Yeah, and yeah, well done preserving that shield, knowing that you just in case you were willing to let that Lantern go down because you knew that Hypno didn't have a lot of energy left on it, and that Hypno for sure yours would take out the opposing Toxicroak. So yeah, just really well read against the team on the very end there.
Thank you. Yeah, just praying there wasn't like much lax there.
Yeah, that would have been the shock, right?
Yeah.
And hello, Alec Pro, by the way. I see you. And so let's see, we are trucking through. We are on now to round number 5 against another pretty well-known player.
yeah, this is a hype matchup here.
Yeah, so very, very skilled battler, Abinov. I'm sure you guys have seen his name around. So he's got a Munchlax team with the Roserade as well. So he has, kind of all the hard checks to my team. So really no advantage. I can't really see any advantage. Really.
Ninetales still very, very strong, I think.
It does look strong.
Especially first round, because you do have the pressure of it potentially being a powder style. I think, I'm guessing you probably run it as a safe swap in the first round, just because he's likely not bringing the Roserade, right?
I think so. Yeah, because my team, like I said, like with the Hypno and the Marowak, you're not going to bring it first round.
No, definitely not. Besides
Yeah.
that, pretty even teams for sure.
It's pretty.
Yeah, and I think Darius is asking in the chat. I think Abhinav is from the Chicago area.
Yeah, I think so as well.
If I'm correct.
Midwest
yeah.
represent.
Yeah.
I say that living in Belgium now, but I like to claim I'm just from all over there.
Yeah, Chicago has like has some huge players with Burnabus as well. So yeah, very strong.
Yeah, they have like a hub of just like top battlers there.
Yeah.
Indeed. All right, so let's see how you do against this top battler here. You and me, Thomas. We're up.
Nice. So, what are you thinking?
Oh boy. I agree. I don't think that they're going to bring the Roserade, but I think it almost might be necessary. Oh, this is the worst lead for Abhinav here. So immediate swap out. Let's see what his safe swap is. It's the Lantern. That is actually a fairly good safe swap against Kreasor's team here. But
Definitely.
Thunder Punch, even though this is a bait, it's going to do some decent chunk damage before he switches out.
Yeah, as long as he takes switch advantage here, he should be in a really good spot with the Hypno and the Alolan Ninetales.
Yeah, and I guess the thought is too, switching in the Lantern, because heaven forbid that the Roserade did come in. This is not what the Lantern would want to see. So, Just getting as much of energy advantage as possible. Charging up to almost 100%, throwing this Thunderbolt. Should be almost enough to take out the Lantern if they choose not to shield. Okay, they do shield it up.
Yeah, they want the switch advantage, and I think if the opposing Lantern double shields right here, you'll be able to get it because he does have the energy advantage. Kreasor does shield up as well, though.
Firing that Thunderbolt right back. We'll see if even undercharging it because he wants to get a little bit of energy for the next.
Interesting. I'm very surprised to see the shield come up on Kreasor's side, to be honest, because shields down, Toxicroak can beat the Charm Alolan Ninetales. So this is still gonna be quite tough, but he's gonna get some energy right here on whatever he's bringing in. So, which is a Hypno.
Really
Opponent really doesn't have a good Hypno answer, so.
That's true.
Here comes a Toxicroak.
So yeah, the
Toxicroak reach the Sludge?
Okay, so Kreasor's not even messing around, not gonna try to go for that Psyshock, thinking damage is damage here. But the problem,
takes it out.
Yeah, the problem is this Munchlax in the back is gonna just do work on the Hypno if it doesn't take out this Alolan Ninetales in time. Body Slam's not gonna be quite enough to take it out, it's gonna get some extra licks.
And this charm damage, one extra charm, that is huge.
Yes.
At this point, I think two Thunder Punches plus the Confusions will take out this Munchlax.
Yep. Kreasor was lucky that he saved up a little bit of extra energy beforehand, doing a nice job of not throwing the Thunder Punch right away, saving up for back-to-backs to not prevent or not let any licks in between.
Yep,
and that is indeed enough.
GG.
All right. Even the hard counter for Hypno gets taken out by the Hypno. That's how stupid strong it is in this cup.
It is so strong. It is so strong. You really almost need to bring out a load of muck to really counter it.
Yeah, I really like this cup, but I do think that there is a lot of potential with the strong picks that it could become a little RPS. But again, it's how you build your team. Kreasor is saying that he did want to bring the Toxicroak because he knew so many Hypnos would be around. So that Sudowoodo is a decent alternative as another counter user. Also an anti-flyer.
Definitely. Now this next game, probably gonna see the Roserade, right? Because opponent knows his Charm Ninetales now, so he has to bring a proper answer.
Yeah,
so
and
likely...
I wonder if Kreasor will play it a little different and not even bring it in this time and bring just the Roserade counters like he learned in the last game.
Yeah, that would be great. Let's just head into it.
Yeah.
Ooh, oh my god. Yeah, there it
Good
is.
call, okay. So,
wow.
Yeah, and if you look at the team, it's entirely Roserade counters.
Yep. In comes a Lantern, which is quite tough for Kreasor's team. But he's just gonna Bone Club it once, ship it a little bit, and then probably going to Hypno or Alolan Muck to kill it afterwards. He doesn't even really need switch advantage right there.
No, I think that, the Hypno is going to really carry it through, especially since it will be able to chunk down that Roserade. Although we did see how much a Leaf Storm does to things, even that when it's not super effective. So, I mean, Hypno probably wouldn't want to get hit with it anyway.
He did shoot up that Thunderbolt. I think he might be going for shoot or switch advantage. I think like a Munchlax in the back could be quite tough for Kreasor, to be honest. Ooh, eats the Hydro Pump.
Ooh,
now,
yeah.
Can he farm down?
He's gonna try.
Whoa.
All that energy, but it's a bit of a risk. And Avenant has double shields left, so even though you have a good position. Oh man, Munchlax is good against this. I wonder if he's thinking at this point, I did it again. I have now two things that are slightly weak to the backline, but both of these do so well against Roserade that he knows he just needs to get that Munchlax out of the way.
Leaf Storm still chunks though on both of them, so
wow,
shoots up the Bulldoze.
That's huge.
It's big, but still, if he brings in this Hypno, the Roserade will for sure be able to get to a Leaf Storm and will do a lot of damage.
Yeah. Still two
this
shields
Munchlax
left.
is not shooting.
Yeah. Man, if I was that Munchlax...
really good.
Has he revealed yet the Hypno?
He hasn't.
Okay, so that could be something. Okay. Oh man. Okay.
Oh.
I don't know if he called the swap in, but man, we're about to see a Leaf Storm.
Expecting Ninetales. This is like this Hypno's gonna be able to farm this down.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Leaf Storm basically almost takes out a Hypno.
That is insane.
That is maybe another good reason to bring in a Roserade, because even though you saw how badly those confusions chunked it, if the Hypno doesn't shield, that thing can also at least fire back a lot.
Oh, doesn't take it out.
Oh no! Oh my goodness!
This is gonna be so close. He's gonna throw the body slam. Oh, doesn't get there.
Okay,
Oh,
wow. All right.
Such a close game.
Man, these were two close, really competitive matches, but this is the first one that Kreasor took both.
Yeah.
Look at that. Who was worried?
That second match was all over the place.
Man.
Mamma mia.
When you saw that Munchlax, were you at all worried? I think if you would have shielded that up and not to save the shields for the Roserade, that you would have been
just
toast.
Praying. Yeah, I was just praying he wouldn't shield as much Munchlax, and it was working. He wasn't shielding.
Yeah, but
like,
I mean,
okay,
no
I
one
have
wants
a
to
chance.
shield those petty little bone clubs.
You don't.
Yeah, exactly.
But Leaf Storm is OP.
Holy buckets, yes. I almost want to build up my Roserade now with Leaf Storm.
Actually, I tried the Roserade in practice, and it was so unbulky that I was like, okay, I cannot just take this one. If you fell baiting, you're dead. But tonight it's showing that if unshielded, those Leaf Storms, they are really OP.
Yeah, it could
Yeah,
be a
very
good
strong.
thought that with, like a lot of people leaving their charm in the back. Although, if you're leaving your charm in the back, you probably are carrying 2 shields with it as well. But yeah, I mean, that Leaf Storm on an unprotected thing is enough to just crush your opponent.
Yeah, it's scary.
Alright, let's move on. Normally, this is where we end, but we are in a 7-rounder, so this is round number 6 against Scopo. Scopu?
These were at the time the 2 undefeated players left. Both Scopo and Kreasor both undefeated, and the only 2 undefeated players. So this was basically, you could say, the final match to decide who will definitely take a place on the podium.
Interesting. And
Yeah.
someone said earlier in the chat that B-Drill would really be horrible for your team, and now we see one. What were your thoughts when you saw it? Were you thinking the same, like, oh, this is another Roserade type thing where I have to play around the B-Drill?
Yeah, basically. It's just like, as long as, A9 doesn't get matched up versus B-Drill, it will be okay against this team. And I have, like, pretty good counters to B-Drill, so I wasn't too worried about it.
Yeah, Hypno, Marowak both do pretty well.
Yeah, but it can hit back on Marowak, and then Sulu Widow doesn't do too bad, but it loses CMP. So it's just, and
Yeah.
if B-Drill baits, then it gets kind of scary as well.
I mean,
Definitely.
even though Hypno does well against it, it could still hit Hypno back pretty decent, because X-Scissor is a small move,
Definitely.
but it really... I know this from running a Fury Cutter Crustal, that X-Scissor is something that Hypnos don't take very well.
It adds
Yeah,
up.
actually. Yeah, so the B-Drill was actually kind of scary for sure, because with Drill Run, it's going to do a bunch of damage on like 4 or 5.
The big question is that if he can run X-Scissor or he can run Felstinger.
Oh,
as
true.
well.
Keep boosting, yeah.
Yeah, and in case, boosted B-Drill will be even more a problem here, because I think that, for example, the Marowak can tank a drill run, but not a boosted drill run. So we will find out here, but indeed the B-Drill looks very nice here.
All right, let's check it out.
Oh.
Oh, hey! It's the Academy shoutcast here. Who needs those other guys who are giving us their actual tournament footage to use? This is the Sergio Amanda show. All right, we're gonna get right into it.
Definitely waiting to see some B-Drill action.
Yep,
and we have the B-Drill underneath with the Pseudo Udo.
And we're about to see, it is the Poison Jab 1 version. And yeah, this is fine. It's as long as you can shield up the drill run. You think it's a bait?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a bait, and as Kreasor was saying, it's a CMP type. But here the Beedrill will have to shield because this Rock Slide is going to KO, but he's going to reach the next drill run at the same time here.
Yeah, so now it's the big choice is, do you want to lose switch? He's gonna go ahead and shield and see what Scopo will do. Yes, this Rock Slide will be enough to definitely take it out if it doesn't choose the shield. It doesn't, which is kind of lucky for the back line. But now the Lantern can come in and get a nice farm. And Kreasor is unfortunately shieldless.
Yeah, keeping a shield, going here for the Rock Slide because he knows that he grabs a shield. And here comes the A9, and you have the mud here. This weather ball is going to do some nice chip damage to the mud, but the mud is going to be able to reach the sludge and to take out, farming a lot of damage.
I was gonna say, I think they're definitely over farming at that point, right?
Yeah, exactly, and I think it's a good strat as well from.
Not allowing any farm on the opponent, and he had I'm assuming it's just a thunder. Yeah, the Thunderbolts, which is not quite enough to take out, but now it is also Scopo's turn to farm. As we know, Lantern only carries those nuke moves, but if it reaches his Hydro Pump, it's going to do a whole heck of a lot of damage to that Hypno.
Yeah, but the Hypno is going to survive this. He decides to go. I think he's going for a back-to-back Thunderbolt.
I think it'll be enough.
Will it be? Will it be enough? Or
no.
Barely surviving, and this Shadow Ball is going to be enough.
Well done. Well done, Kreasor.
I really like his strategy in this game because in a way, by having the Alolan Ninetales and the Hypno in the back, you lure out the Alolan Muk and you have the other one to close the game. So I think he will confirm that, but I think that was his thought process here.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was extremely well played, but I also wonder now if Scopo will realize if he didn't let the Beedrill go, that it could at least get off another decent damage against the back line of the team. So
definitely the fact that he decided to keep one shield, which could make sense obviously, if you don't wanna be shieldless, but his Beedrill looks so strong that he will have really earned the back line here.
Yeah, let's see how they decide to play out round number 2. Leading, like we said, in the 0 shields, the Alolan Muk can take this, so it's just kind of depending on who's going to cave first on the shields. Spark is also very quick, and I assume that the goal here is just to go straight Thunderbolt since you can get to 2 of them quicker.
Yeah, going straight to the Dark Pulse here for Kreasor. And he's going to tank this move.
Ooh, Hydro Pump, okay. I wonder if he will shield this up then, so then he will be able to at least farm down and threaten whatever comes in next. Yep.
Yeah, shielding the Dark Pulse and immediate swap into the Alolan Ninetales.
And now we see indeed the Beedrill. Drill run, not going to take it out, but there's...
Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, he didn't build to the Psyshock to threaten the shield, so likely no shield on the opponent side.
Yep, the Beedrill has done its part, so now we'll see what will come in.
Yeah, probably farming with Hypno.
Oh, unfortunately, the Beedrill had a decent amount of energy. We're about to see how much an X-Scissor does.
Yeah,
that's a decent jump.
Does chunk away the Hypno.
Hypno's a thick boy.
And there is a strong wall in the back for the Hypno. So even if Kreasor has 2 shields, this is going to be very rough here.
Indeed, I wonder if he'll try to... We'll see one of those fantastic swaps that he's been doing to sack his Alolan Muk on a Dark Pulse or something. But this is going to be tough sledding, getting back up this hill. Even if he manages to take out this Muk, we still have another Pokemon in the back.
Yeah, exactly. That's probably his only play here is to try to catch a Dark Pulse on the Muk. The opponent still has 1 shield though.
He's going for it. Oh.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah, the opponent was kind of ready for it, and able to farm it down, and now Shieldless gonna take this Thunderbolt, which will definitely be a good game. Number two.
The opponent knew that Kreasor only win contest to catch on the Alolan mug, so he was expecting it. So very nice read as well from the opponent here.
Yeah. Kanzavius Hypno finally not thick enough. Yeah, exactly. X's are not a big move, but it did about a third of the damage of a Hypno, which is a lot on that thick boy. All right, let's see. The only two that are undefeated left now in a Hypno mirror match.
And indeed, as Darius is calling in the chat, we have the A-Watch right here.
Yeah, it's Kreasor not fooling around, going straight Shadow Ball, not called by Scopo, so I wonder if he's going to do the same.
And the confusion went through, so that's huge, meaning he's going to reach the next move one fast move before his opponent.
Yep.
And this Feather Punch should be enough to KO and shield it.
Yeah, but unfortunately, smart move, getting out of there as soon as possible, not letting that Alolan Muck farm, and doing a great swap to Sudowoodo, which is the hardest counter on the team, I suppose, to that Beedrill. Although I guess Marowak does well, but doesn't respond with these rock throws.
Yeah, exactly. And because he swapped earlier, now he has like this extra counter, allowing him to be able to be energy.
Oh, and if you're mad, you could get baited, but this is just another X-Scissor, I think, right? Oh man, Beedrill generates energy so quickly as well. I just don't see it often enough to really get the counts down, but yeah, unfortunately, bye-bye Beedrill. You think it's gonna go? Yep.
Yeah.
Get him out of there.
Keeping one shield for the Muck here, but this Outpost is going to it's going to hurt, and he will be able really reach the saving some energy here and catching the Outpost on the Alolan Marowak. It's going definitely
gonna hurt. But you know, at this stage, like, he's got 3 Pokemon left, but they're all super low, so now this is a dance. So I mean, Scopo's still got a shield. This is really
exactly
not shielding the Bone Club, which is maybe also a mistake on his part, even though, like we said, no one wants to shield him because it's such a little move. But
yeah, because one confusion now could
getting that counter through, and then oh man, wow.
Yeah, with one confusion to seal the deal.
Amazing call at the end there.
Very close game.
Wow.
I forgot about that game. That was pretty crazy.
Anhal.
That was insane.
Oh, thank you, Anhal, for the subscription. I was just in her chat earlier because the same person who made her emotes made ours, and I love them. I'm just gonna show them off one more time.
But yeah, the final game was wild. I'm surprised. When I saw the Alolan Muck come out, I thought, honestly, you were done.
I thought it was game over, but the Bone Club did more than I thought, and he didn't want to shield it because I had the Rock Slide. So it was pretty cool.
That was really smart at the end too, going in first with the Sudowoodo, because if you would have gone in first with the Hypno, it could have allowed the farm down and then still have enough energy on Scopo's part to throw something at the Sudowoodo.
Yeah, and also I didn't throw the Rock Slide because I wanted the counter damage, right?
Yeah.
So
you wouldn't get to another move anyway on Hypno, so you needed just to fast move farm down, of course.
Yep. So, but that was really creative thinking at the end. I was just like, oh man, this, every time when it's so close at the end, I'm like, is this it? Is this the loss? But no, that was amazing.
I guess that's fine. Spoilers for the final match, but talk about the final match.
Yeah, undefeated. This is actually versus my faction's teammate.
Oh, nice.
Very strong.
This is going to be an OP faction.
Hallelujah, boys! That's my first loss in this tournament.
Oh man.
He's an incredible battler. He's really good. And he has the Empoleon, which I'm like, gosh, can I just catch one Escavalier, please?
Yeah, you didn't face it the whole time.
Oh,
Yeah.
the wrong steel type.
I know. So I'm a little worried. I have to pretty much bring like Lantern to counter it.
Lantern
And,
looking quite strong though versus his team.
Yeah, no, it does really strong. And I won't spoil it, but it's kind of the reason why I lose. Because,
Oh no.
yeah, we'll see what happens. But,
Yeah, well, this
he's got
is
a very good team.
Yeah, and that Empoleon is
double
very
ice,
tough
too.
for you.
And he's got double ice.
He's
Yeah,
got-
double ice.
this is essentially, yeah, this was the team that I was kind of looking at running originally, but I was talking with one of my faction teammates about this cup as well, and he was saying that that Lantern, yeah, is a big problem for the team if you're running Empoleon as the commander, and so that's why I ended up swapping it out for Munchlax was the thought, but interested to see that you thought so too, that the Lantern is really strong against this team.
Yeah, definitely Lantern looks very strong against the opposing team. So yeah.
Yeah, and just the double ice, just I think he's just he's begging me to bring the Marowak, so I'm a little hesitant to do it though, because he's got good counters to it.
Yeah, the little Merrick looks quite strong versus 4 of these, but then also gets pretty countered by
looking-
Empoleon at Mud.
Yeah.
Looking at his team, do you think it's a Charmaine 9 as well, or do you
I
think
didn't-
it's double
I
ice?
didn't at
really
first,
good?
but now looking back, I'm like, yeah, it's pretty obvious charm, because he's got the ice pressure with
Yeah.
Frost Blast, right? So.
He destroyed me with that thing.
All right, well we'll have a Kreasor, and though since it was really your tournament, we're gonna have you guys shoutcast the finals together. So
Nice.
this is the final round.
Alright.
Alright.
So I'm pretty
Oh.
hyped, yeah, I'm undefeated, only undefeated. So if I could win this, I would sweep it. It's pretty cool.
I mean, and if you lose, I mean, your teammate wins as well, which I guess is pretty cool as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Decent lead, I think.
It is, yeah. It is charm, so that's good to know.
But I
I'm
assume
gonna-
you win the 1 shield here, right?
Yeah, I would assume so too. I have to look at the sims, but this rock slide will do a bunch of damage.
Shielded it.
But you can see
Shield
how
is
much
up.
charm is chunking me already, right?
Yeah, it is pretty crazy. Ninetales will for sure win the 2 shield here. And, well, does get to the rock slide. Wow, very nice catch.
Yeah, very good catch.
To bring in the charm. And Ninetales, that makes a lot of sense because you can just charm it down.
Yep.
Gonna shoot this up. Don't want to get Touch Wave.
Definitely
Very
not.
good shield. As long as he doesn't have the Empoleon in the back, you might be fine, but it is Empoleon.
I know. I'm like,
Yikes.
oh gosh, but I have Thunder Punch on Hypno, so it's not too bad.
And you still have the Sudowoodo with, like, it can still get a counter off on this thing, maybe.
Yeah, at least one counter. We'll
Very
count.
good timing on the charge move by the opponent.
Takes me out. So I'll probably bring the Hypno in here.
Ooh, if you can charm this or confusion this down, might be in a decent scenario. Oh, very nice catch. It's beautiful. Knowing that after, what is it, 3 confusions, the charm and then the confusions line up, so you have the perfect time for a sec swap, it's very nice.
I forgot I did that, actually. That was pretty cool.
I mean, you do so many sec swaps, I guess it's okay if you forgot a couple of them.
Yeah, but that definitely is switched.
Ooh,
Yeah, because you'll
Gets
see
there.
he has the move, yeah.
no. Does this take you out? Oh, it does. Very close match. Man, that is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. But that sec swap was very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, next game. Sec swaps on both sides, actually.
I know.
Very cool.
So this
Oh,
is
wow.
an awesome lead.
It is. Brings in Alolan Muck.
But I
That is
don't have
very
a hard-
tough.
Because I'm expecting the Empoleon back still, right?
Yeah.
So,
You kind of want the keep the lantern for that, I guess. Oh, you have to
Yeah.
let this go. Get some chip. I would imagine you might even consider swapping into Alolan Marowak right there. Yeah, you
Okay.
do.
yeah.
That is so crazy.
It is crazy, but I'm thinking, because even if Hypno's so low, it doesn't really matter. Like, even 2 confusions are enough.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's what I was thinking. I was like, I'll let this through. I'll bring in the AWAC. I'll do some bone cold damage. And I can have the Lantern impact. Yeah.
Stock Stroke again. This is pretty alright because you can chip it at least, so you can kill in 1 confusion.
Exactly, but I'm still worried. Yeah, I mean, the counters don't do anything, but you can still get like the head of movie. So.
Yeah. The Smart Bomb won't take you out though, right?
Yeah, which is kind of worse because he's gonna be able to farm more.
True. Yeah, if he shoots his up, he can probably just farm down. Oh, he lets it go. Makes a lot of sense. In comes Empoleon. Wow, you do have the Lantern right there. This is looking very, very good for you.
Yeah, but you'll see, even 2 shields with the shield down, it's closer than you think, for sure.
These waterfalls are chunky.
Yeah, I was very surprised. I was like, oh, Lantern's just gonna totally wall it, but no, it's not.
No, you're already in the yellow, and you still have 1 shield. These waterfalls are really adding up.
Yep.
Do have Thunder Punch Hypno though, so even if
Exactly.
it takes out your Lantern, you'll probably still be fine. Gonna go for another Thunderbolt. Does get shielded up, of course, because that would take out the Penguin. At this point, you could probably go either way.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I really wasn't sure what to do, so I do let it go. But I was actually lower on energy than I thought, so it's actually close.
Oh man! Alright, calculated.
Yeah, I thought I had more energy on Hypno, but I didn't. So I was like, that was a mistake. For sure.
Man, I mean, you won, so good job, I guess. You. Alright, well, 1-1 in the final match. That is pretty exciting. What are your thoughts right now?
My thoughts at the time were, I guess I won't ruin it, but I made a huge mistake, and I didn't bring my only hard counter to Lantern this time. To Empoleon. But I thought he might bring out his Charm Ninetales again. It was just like, I was trying to think what he would think, and then what I would think, and I got lost in the sauce. But
Alright, well, let's see it. Frostlass into Hypno, not as bad as you think. These confusions are really adding up.
So then I have my Sugaboo and Alolan, AWAC in back.
Shoot this up. It is just an Avalanche bait, but still a good shoot because it does a lot of damage. Going for the Thunder Punch. Opponent, have you reviewed your full moveset yet?
No, I hadn't.
But he's just a savage and no shields. A potential Fire Punch.
Yep, exactly.
Choose up the second Thunder Punch so you can get to the Shadow Ball right here. And shooting is up, yes, makes a lot of sense. Still almost a full health Hypno yet, which is very, very nice. In comes Alolan Muck though. This Hypno is in trouble here.
Yeah. And then also I'm realizing now, as like shields are down, I'm like, if he has the Empoleon on his back, I'm kind of screwed. So.
Yeah, definitely. Both their Pokemon get almost one-shot by a Hydro, so this is gonna be quite tough if it is the Empoleon. But you do get the opportunity to farm a bunch of energy here.
3, 2,
Though
1.
I think 2 Dark Pulses do take you out, so you might have to throw. Oh, there it is. Yeah. That is rough. That is very, very rough.
I'm kicking myself here now. I'm like, oh man, I should have just. If I Lanterned him back, I could have won this game.
Definitely. Yeah, it is just rough. I mean, that's how it goes, right? Sometimes you just get lost in the mind games.
Yeah, exactly. So still a good showing. I still think the team's pretty strong. So.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, very good games.
6-1. Still an amazing
Yeah,
run.
I mean, it's not just a good showing, it's a great showing.
It is a great showing, definitely.
Yeah.
So yes.
Especially with your reasonably spicy team, so that is really nice.
Yeah, that's true. And like, if anyone wants, I'll put it in one more time. If anyone wants to go check it out to see just what teams other people were running as well, kind of to get a feeling. Those tournaments are really good in that regard. That people like to bring some stuff to test out for their actual weighted Commander Cups, and so you're going to see a whole different range of Pokemon. And then we have to ask Kyle, are you using the same team for your actual Commander Cups?
Well, now everyone's gonna watch this and then be like, okay, I need to counter, Charm Ninetales, so.
Oh, that is true. Maybe I don't want it anymore.
Also, Kreasor has a YouTube video on his thoughts behind the team building.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, can
do
you
we have
post
a
that again,
link for
Sergio?
that?
Yep, well, we're gonna post that in the
definitely.
chat right
Check
now.
that out, because I think that will help everyone in their own team building as well.
Yes, thank you. Appreciate the shout out.
Yeah, and while we're kind of chatting, you mentioned it briefly before, but yeah, that you and the guy that was in the final, Hallelujah, are in a factions team together. Where are you guys
Yes.
competing out of?
We're actually competing in the EU.
Okay,
watch
so
out.
we have 3
Oh.
EU factions basically in
Alright.
this chat right now going on as well. You're in a...
Yeah.
Which
you should-
faction is it?
It's Team Groupie, so it's
Oh, with Adib as well.
yeah, Deeb,
Azure,
and then
is he in that?
we have Beach and Jet, and trying to remember everybody else.
Why are you in the European faction?
Abdeeb, he recruited me, and he's like, we want to do European because he thought it was less bugged. I don't know when he was like signing up. I'm not really sure why.
I was gonna
Oh.
say, I actually think that I know that the U.S. usually wins the Gym Breakers World Cup, but Europe has really, really competitively strong players. So if people think that they're gonna come to Europe, that they're gonna have an
No,
easier time.
I don't think it was that. I think it was just we do have 2 Europeans on the team as well, with Marco as well. But I don't really know what his thought process was because European looks strong as well. But we can at least scrim against the U.S. teams, so that's good.
That's
that
true.
is
That's
nice.
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, if it works out for your schedule, if you can play around European times, that's
Mhm.
perfect, right?
Yeah, it's not too bad because it's not like a live tournament or anything like that. No,
That's true. Do you know who you guys are playing the first round?
we do, but I don't know.
And how about you,
I still,
Tom?
I still haven't made the team final yet. We're still kind of like swapping in some.
Gotcha. Yeah. Still, there's still a little bit of time. Yeah.
The floating
For us,
does-
it's going to be funny for first round as a faction.
Yeah, our first round, we're up against, Avi decided to go Italian, and he joined Raging Taz's faction team. So it's him with
Oh,
a bunch of
nice.
Italians, and of course the Belgian Smurfs are up against them in our very first round. So we were talking, Raging Taz posted something about, you think that there's an algorithm in GBL? There's definitely a Silph algorithm to make this matchup happen.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
But
I'm
unfortunately,
up against
yeah.
a pretty tough squad as well.
No, but you guys, I think you're the squad that almost everyone is looking at overall. I mean, I think that you guys are probably the toughest squad in the whole factions tournament globally.
Yeah,
We have some good players.
I
But-
mean, the Go Team Up, your Go Team Up team tool was already super stacked, and you just added like 4 additional amazing players to our
Yes,
faction,
yes.
so-
We got Inadequates now. We got Francisco. We got Savage Boy, and we also have. Wait, we have who we did add? We have Ricky, we have Elisa, we have the Nut, of course. We have Alvarito, and then yeah, that's our squad. Very strong. But next round we're up against Aerosol's team.
Oh, fun. Okay. German guys?
So, yep. Yep.
Oh, I have.
No,
I have
well,
Azure on my
not
team.
German, not German. There, oh no, Aerosol's only German. No, it's Altered Minds. So it's also Rizachi. It's some Americans as well, the Mummy Dust and AC Phoenix.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a
Good squad.
good squad indeed. Thomas's faction, they're saying you needed a nerf, and they're like, oh, he's already got a nerf. They got inadequates. He's not even in the chat.
Don't sleep on inadequates, alright?
All right. Speaking of the Nut, I see he's online. If if you guys want to raid him. But he's got quite a lot of viewers already. In case I don't know, do you guys have any thoughts of who you'd like to raid over? Kreasor, since you are technically our guest of honor, if there's anyone that you particularly want to go to, we're more than happy.
No, I'm just looking who's online now. Wallower's online.
Oh yeah, Wallower is also a good friend of the channel. Obvi's asking if we can raid Boop Billy. I'm not familiar, but if no one has something else, I'm not opposed. I have to do what the dean.
Cool.
I have to do what the dean
Think
says.
Finnish battler?
Oh, cool.
Maybe I'm mistaken. Or Denmark. Scandinavian, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, Avi just said no. Never mind. He's streaming in Finnish, so yeah, maybe.
Finnish is cool.
The Finnish community are actually they are like putting a lot of work as well in the factions. They have like 3 teams, I think.
Dang, that's pretty good for yeah.
Yeah, and I don't want to face Tati's faction team. It looks really
strong.
Yeah, we joked around. We're like, oh, Raging Taz also asked Tati, but he refused to stay with his country's team, unlike some people in the chat who maybe is the dean. I saw that King of Charmanders. That's also good for me. If it's good for you guys, I doubt he's doing his in Finnish.
Cool.
All right, we'll head over. We'll get that started. Thank you again for coming on the channel. This is always fun. Thomas, if you want to plug your Discord at all, or to give us a sneak preview of what next Friday's tournament is going to be?
Next Friday, we're preparing for next week's GPL meta, the Retro Cup. So it's going to be show 6 as always, but you can't bring dark types, fairy types, or steel types.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
I have to get that practice. I still have to hit Legends, so maybe it'll be a good tournament for me to try.
Good time to join.
Yeah, looking forward to this retro crop because I think like most of the toxic mods in GBL will be
they'll be out.
King Dra.
Oh, ooh,
King
good
Dra.
point. We're gonna put King Dra on my team. All right. Thanks again also to Kreasor for being in here. Check out his video that we linked for his team building kind of ideas behind it, and we will catch you guys in the next one. Bye. We're gonna head on over.
I'm putting that again in the chat, so
perfect.
If you missed that out, to check it out.
Go ahead and grab that. All right. See you guys.
Bye.
Yeah.